We'll focus on two of our tools, one called Concierge, which we've been talking quite a bit about, and then another really exciting tool called Distro. The great way to think about it is, you have your really high intent leads, those people who are trying to convert in the moment on the website. And then maybe you have other leads, again, like you're monitoring with lead scores, you're more of a nurture piece, right? Both are equally important. Both kind of make up this funnel, and that's going to eventually turn into closed one. So we have tools that kind of tackle it from both sides of that funnel. The highest intent is usually the call to action on the website. So Chilipiper can sit behind one of those call to action forms. Typically, it's a talk to sales, contact us, request a demo. And the beauty of Chilipiper is that we don't dictate which form you need to use. We're kind of like to call it form agnostic. So we don't have to come in and rip and replace things. We can actually sit behind your existing forms. This one happens to be a HubSpot form. When someone presses submit, we can use not only the information on the form to qualify and route, but also any information that happens to be in your CRM or through real-time enrichment tools that you might be utilizing. And all those different data pieces then are being read to determine, A, do we want to talk to this person? Maybe it's an AOL email. We've determined we do not want to show the calendar there. But if it is a good fit and we have met the qualifications we've dictated, Chilipiper will serve up a calendar. And not only just a calendar, but the calendar of the person they should talk to. If we're routing geographically, if we're routing by size, maybe this happens to be a named account, someone that actually should go to a very specific individual. We need to serve the right calendar. So there's not a back and forth and a reassign, and we're bringing the prospect into our own internal network of different complicated rules. It's just going to serve the right calendar from the get-go. And I can say, yeah, you know what? Let's do something on Monday. This works great. We'll do 8 a.m. Monday. I have now booked my meeting with the sales team. I have an invite in my inbox. The sales team has been notified as well. So the reps don't have to update that at all. Marketing can see what's happening in real time with those leads getting booked. But from the prospect side, I'm all set. You can drop them on whatever URL you want, whatever landing page or thank you page, maybe one that even has some collateral to kind of get them prepped for the meeting. But from their end, they're done. They are now converted into pipeline for you.
So how is this later getting translated into accelerating the pipeline and so on? Maybe you can show us here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So for the sake of time, I'll just show the Salesforce side of things, but it looks very similar in HubSpot. As a leader, marketing leader, I can come in here and quickly glance. This is our package through Salesforce that has all the Chilipiper data, and it's showing me the number of meetings that have been assigned by individual, even maybe by like meeting type, for example, campaigns or landing pages, including things like no-shows, cancellations, reschedules, and really breaking this data down for me so that I can make informed decisions on maybe we spend more on this ad spend because it's converting really well. Here are all the different types of meetings. By Q, for example, we might see, okay, we have 41 in this. Great. We actually happen to know that corresponds to company size 11 to 50. So maybe that's where we are finding our sweet spot and we can invest more in there. All of this is automated because Chilipiper is talking to the CRM, but that's another piece is not only are the reps not having to chase it down or update it in, but the data is really helpful. People can make informed decisions moving forward.
As you were talking through things before, I was like, I wonder what the analytics look like. So I'm glad we get a snapshot of what that is.
It's really nice. And again, it's something that I and my team get to use internally. So all of this is fully customizable as well. Another beautiful part of Chilipiper, just like we don't have to dictate which form or marketing automation tool you might use, we also don't have to dictate which fields in Salesforce or HubSpot you use. We can route off of any field. So if you have a very unique routing or disqualification piece of logic that you don't think exists anywhere else, no worries. We can use any of your different logic or routing to make sure that it goes to the right individual.
Yeah. So even if you're pulling in something from like Zoom Info to qualify, as long as it lives in Salesforce, you're able to grab it and make sure that it's part of the qualification.
Exactly. Real-time enrichment. So Zoom Info Form Complete is a great one. Anything that's net new, so you might want to enrich it in real time with them. But if it's already existing in your CRM, you already have that logic in sales, we can use that too, as well as things on the form. So really, we are taking all these different data points that, again, an individual used to have to do, and then figure out, okay, then it matches to Tim. Chilipiper is doing that for you and kind of serving up, it's Tim's calendar, here's Tim's calendar.
How long does the implementation typically take? Like of getting everyone's calendars in there, getting all the right data from the CRM system, all of that?
Great question. Typically about, and again, it depends. We have a couple of different tools. And so depending on how many of them and how aggressively you're trying to roll them out, again, Alexi's mentioned G2, that same kind of booking flow that I found here, right? Where it takes me to this piece. that could sit behind the G2 form as well. So if you're going to be implementing it far and wide, a little longer, but on average, our customers have things getting booked through Chilipiper within the first 2 to 3 weeks.